All right, Dustin. Well, today we're going to talk a little bit about your visual impairment. Okay.
Okay.
We're going to do a visual assessment with you, and I appreciate you working with me today. First, I want to thank you for that.
You're
okay.
welcome.
And sharing the information about your visual impairment and your cortical visual impairment to be more specific. Okay.
Now, cortical, I don't remember that word.
Well, CVI is how we've always termed it.
Oh, that.
Okay. We just always have said CVI. Okay.
Okay.
So first of all, why don't you start off, just tell me what you know about the history of your CVI or your visual impairment in general. What caused it? What do you know about it?
Okay.
Do you know anything about your medical history?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I know when I was born, the spinal fluid, it ruptured in my head, and as far as I remember, people tell me by my medical records, the water sac, it like, I guess you could say busted, and it was a mess. It's caused me eye problems, seizures. We do believe it's also linked up with my autism. But as far as my vision by itself, I have a hard time seeing out of the sides of my eyes. Just seeing stuff to the side, but looking straight ahead, like looking at those blinds, is really easy. I mean, I can see the light and everything. How to more describe my history?
So I noticed that you're wearing glasses.
Yes.
Okay. What do you need your glasses for?
They're normally for things that are things that I see that are a distance type of scene. I can't think of the right word. Like the TV when I'm at home. I remember just this weekend my lens popped out, and I said, "Dad, you got to fix that, please, because I got some shows to watch." And it really helps me see things that are far away to sum it all up.
Okay. So, you have any seizures anymore? Or are they under control now?
They're under control by medication. I even know my latest record of how long it's been since I had a semi-partial seizure, and that is 5 years.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's wonderful. Okay. So looking at your vision, you said your greatest difficulty then is things off to the side?
Yes.
Any particular side that you notice you have more trouble with than another? Seeing things off to the side?
No, because I've never really got that deep into focusing on my vision, because I've had this eye condition, if you can call it a condition, for all my life, and it just came natural to me to see what I see through the days, and it's just natural. There's no other way to describe it.
Do you have one eye that you feel works better than the other eye?
That I do know.
Which eye is that?
That's the left eye, and as the doctors call it, my right eye is the lazy eye.
Okay, so your right eye is a lazy eye. Okay.
Yes, that's the medical term we need.
So I'm at a good position right now to be on your left side, so I can present things to you from your left, since that's your good viewing side.
Yeah, I guess that's a good way to describe it.
Okay, good. What about things that are down low or up high?
That's why I hold my head down. I'm always looking forward and looking downward, not to miss steps and stairwells and things I could trip over. And plus, it's a habit too, I'll admit that. It is a true habit of holding my head down, and I'm regretting it because it's hurting my neck. I've been practicing with a teacher. Is it okay? Robin Ayers. She is a teacher that teaches home ec, which is, to sum it up fast, cooking, cleaning, stuff like that. But what she's been doing with my holding my head up is a timer. She'll time me for how long I hold my head up, and I'm welcome to put it back down, but she really wants me to look up as much as possible. But it's such a bad habit.
And I noticed you've got a cane on the
Yes.
table. Want to tell everyone why you're using a cane?
Yes, that is to locate cracks in the sidewalks mainly. Or if I, for some reason, was maybe talking to someone that I was walking with and I didn't really pay attention, there could be a very good size object that my cane could hit instead of my body hitting it, if me or that other person didn't see it in time.
Because you said before you have trouble with tripping and
Right.
things down low.
Yes,
Okay.
that is correct.
Okay, and it's been helpful to have the cane.
Yes, it has.
Okay.
And it is also helpful in unfamiliar areas, mainly because I can, feel more comfortable to walk into, say, a Walmart that I don't know the layout very
Okay.
well.
So when you mention Walmart, let's talk a little bit about there. An unfamiliar place. Where do you feel, now this room you're familiar with, and I don't really I don't have any modifications for you. I mean, I have my shelf covered in front of you, but that's not a modification per se for you.
Right.
What areas maybe would you say are really complex or hard for you to really see in, and maybe a little overwhelming, let's just say visually for you? Would it be an area indoors that's really crowded, really congested, has a lot of stuff going on? Would it be an outside area where you've got to look for stuff?
It could be either one of those
Okay,
suggestions.
either one?
Yeah, and I can give a little detail.
Okay.
Like when my dad took me shopping to get those cards this weekend, they changed the whole layout of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon cards, and I was confused. Had to be led around by my dad just to find the cards because they switched the area, and it confused my eyes. Plus, with all the different type of games that there is out there, it confused me. I don't know really how to put it all together in words.
So you couldn't orient yourself in the actual store to find even the game section? To use landmarks or things like that? Like, here's the checkout section.
I used landmarks, yes. I used the landmark of... I saw the cards from a distance to a degree, like I explained the distance thing, but since it was moved, it really just caught me off guard for a couple minutes, and it took me a while to find the cards I wanted to buy that day.
Within the shelf, on the shelf itself, to scan to find it on the shelf.
Yeah, that's a great way to
okay.
explain it. Great.
Okay. Okay. How do you do at nighttime or in dimly lit areas, dark areas?
Well, if it's completely dark in my room, say my bedroom, I had to turn the light on last night because I went to get a drink of water and I had to crawl back in bed and go to bed. But if it's only dim...
You crawled back to the bed?
Is
that what you said?
I crawled back in bed, yes.
Instead of walking?
Well, no.
Or this is figuratively?
Figuratively.
Okay,
as
I'm
you know.
getting concerned here. Okay.
Sorry. Sorry. No, literally.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry. Anyway.
Go
That
ahead.
was funny. Sorry. Anyway, I lost track of thought.
Sorry, Bo.
It's alright. What was I saying?
Night travel.
Oh yeah, night travel. Like when we have gone back onto campus, when it's dimly lit.
Like a
and
theater or something like that.
Oh, that's a good description too. The theater. I need help getting out of the theater. You have to know which way to go, either up or down the steps.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to have my dad to find me the seating.
Okay.
Is that good enough? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm sorry. That's funny.
What about... Let's look at another question here. Favorite colors. Do you have any favorite colors?
Yes, I do. Silver, gold, and white, and I'll explain that. That's because they're shiny, and I love things that are even bright colors like fluorescent green is an awesome color. I love it because it's bright. It's just bright.
So you can see all colors. It's not that you can't see tan or
You're
blue.
wearing black today, and I can see that black, and some people can't see black shirts, I guess, or black anything.
Right, and you
It's a
can
darker
see,
color.
we've done a color test on you, and you can see all hues and shades and recognize
Right,
and identify and
right.
discriminate colors.
Oh, yes.
So it's not that you can't see and discriminate hues and shades of colors, it's just you prefer to look at shiny things?
Yeah, and then there was this time that I complimented, I forget who it was somebody, had turquoise pants on, and I was like, wow, those are pretty turquoise pants. Sorry.
Because they were kind of metallic?
Because they were, it was a bright turquoise shade, the pants.
Okay.
They were just a bright shade.
Okay. What
I hope
else?
I don't get too dark discreet.
Oh, you're fine. What else draws your attention besides shiny things? Visually, what do you like to look
Visually,
at?
I like to, well, as everyone can see, we have cards on the table. I like to open new packs and look them over, read them, and decipher all the information that I possibly can read. It's just a fun hobby. Would that be good?
Okay. Do you like things that light up, or
Yeah, lava lamps are cool. I don't own one, but I've seen them.
You like lava lamps?
Yeah, they're cool.
Okay. Anything else that maybe?
Some fish tanks are really cool because the I think they even have like that purple. It almost looked like amethyst. Isn't that a color? Or no, yeah, amethyst. The gravel in the fish tank. That's pretty cool to look at. I mean, I wouldn't obsessively look at it, but I just look at it and comment at someone's house and say, wow, man, that's cool that you have this.
When you're traveling in the car with your parents, okay?
Yes.
Now I know because you have glasses, we're going to say, that you do have trouble seeing things at a distance, okay? So you also have something going on besides the CVI, okay? Because you have to wear glasses. So you've got an additional ocular issue. In other words, something going on with your eyes. But besides that, when you're traveling in the car and riding with your parents, how well do you think you see?
I can...
Do you feel like you see better when you're moving and traveling in the car? Or worse?
I wouldn't say better. I would say... I was going to say that I know that there's landmarks to get to Charleston, for instance.
Okay. For example, what are they?
The big bridge that you go over. Sometimes we have doctor's appointments, and I can tell that we're almost to Huntington. We have to go to Huntington for my counselor. But anyway, once we go there, I know we're almost more than 75% on the way there.
Okay, so you use visual landmarks when you're traveling in the car.
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right. Anything else that you feel like we should know about your vision, how you see? I noticed that, and I hope it's okay for me to freely, we know each other very well, though.
Yeah.
You don't look at me, and we've talked about this before when we're
Right.
talking. I look at you, Why do you not make eye contact?
I've heard, and in my opinion, I agree with what I've heard. It's something to do with autism. I just don't desire to look in people's faces. I can't really put a big story on that to describe it. It's something that I've never been comfortable with. Even the people I know and trust, I don't look at them. I really do try. Like when, I'll give a short example, like when I'm downstairs in the snack bar dancing with, say, Ellen or someone, I look at her face, but I don't look at people. Just don't look at them.
Do you look at yourself in the mirror?
Not even that.
You don't even look at yourself in the mirror. So when you brush your teeth or...
Well, that's probably the only occasion when I brush my teeth. I glance to see if I've got anything on my mouth and look away. It's the honest truth. I don't know why I'm that way.
Do you feel like when you're looking at someone's face, there's too much going on and it's just overwhelming? Like there's so much visual information, like you have to look at their eyes, you have to look at their nose, their mouth. Some people wear jewelry.
Another thing is I know that I can't read expressions, like a happy smile.
You can't see it?
I can see your face, but I can't make it out, not visually, but by, I guess visually is the problem. I mean, it can be seen, but it can't be made out. I don't know why. I can read people's body language. Like if they're crying, I know they're sad or upset, angry perhaps. But I can't read it. I don't know why. You're right. It probably has something to do with visual complexity.
Right.
It's too much on the face.
Right.
If that makes sense.
So it's just a little too overwhelming, so you avoid it.
Yeah. And
And
I'm
then
very
you
disappointed in myself that I do
Don't be
that.
disappointed. I'm not pushing you by any means. I'm just wanting, I think it's a good explanation, what you
Thank you.
gave. Very
Thank
good
you.
explanation. So you just kind of rely on auditory information and what movement or gestures they make then to give you cues to how they're feeling or what they're thinking and other
Right.
body language.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
I think that's good. So the most visual complexity things that you would get then from a person, facial-wise, that is probably too much for you still, to look into faces, going into unfamiliar places like stores. When we go downtown, that's still an issue.
Yes.
We've done same routes over and over and over and used tactile maps. And we're looking at 3 and 4 block routes and used landmarks. And do you still have trouble with remembering routes?
Yes, to some degree I do, because if my mind doesn't click with the program and just say, oh, that's the funeral home, or that's the Romney Bank or something, all those landmarks, no matter how many times you see them, if it's not a daily thing or something that's just engraved in my mind, it's just not going to click, or will rarely click in my mind, if that makes sense.
Okay. Do you remember the landmark for remembering the PVTA bus stop?
Yes, that is probably because I get so excited.
What is it?
It's the stop sign, isn't it?
Blue.
Oh, no. I'm thinking something else. Blue mailbox.
Good.
That's right.
The blue mailbox.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
good. All right, good. Okay. All right. I think you've done a good job so far here. I think you've answered everything. Let's go into the visual assessment then, if that's okay.
Sure.
All right? Okay. All right. I'm just going to give you some sample cards here. And we're going to put these off to the side.
Sure.
Can you go ahead and move this?
I can
Okay.
slide them.
Thank you.
There you go.
All right. All right, so I've just got some cards here, and this is kind of dealing with the visual complexity. Now, do you want me to put this on a reading stand? Well, you can hold it wherever you want to. How about that? At whatever distance you want. So we've got one picture of an image on one side, and you can tell me what it looks like to you, and then you're going to turn it over and find the same one on the opposite side. Okay?
Okay.
So put it wherever you need to. What do we have?
We have,
Do you know who that is? It's been maybe outdated. People don't even know who that
but
is
I
today.
think I know who it is. isn't it Mickey Mouse?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the same picture is located. I do believe it's that one.
Okay. Mhm. And if you need to turn it over another time, go ahead, okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay. We're going to put that one down as our reference point, okay? I have these on separate cards. Okay, what are those?
Those are cats.
Okay, good. Can you find this one in the group?
Yes. Let's see. I'll look back.
I'll put it up here, so it's
This one.
good. This one.
That one. Okay. That one.
Good. And this one.
And of course the last one.
Was that relatively
Pretty
pretty
easy.
simple? Okay. Okay, here's a smaller one. Go ahead and hold it.
Okay. That's supposed to be a dog.
Mm-hmm.
And the match would be this one.
Very good. Okay, here's another one.
Okay.
What is that?
A dog.
Mm-hmm.
And the match. Oh, that one.
Good. Good. So typically when you're holding things, it's kind of off to the left, right?
Yep, yeah. That's
Okay.
the strong
Right.
eye.
That's your strong eye. Good.
Oh,
Going to
these
get
are-
a little more complex.
These are the matches, aren't they?
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
sorry.
It's all right. I'll flip it over. I caught you.
Sorry.
It's okay. Let's see. A dog, and the match is right here.
Good. Okay. We're going to increase in complexity, so the amount that I'm presenting in the group, okay?
Okay.
And there may be more than one, okay?
Right.
Matches, okay.
Okay, that's a dog, and the matches. There's so many, I might need to relook because that's a lot. Okay, look carefully. Okay. Oops. This one and that one I do. Similar. It's about the same, isn't it? And is there any more? That one. As far as I can
So
tell.
show me again, which ones did you find?
That one.
Uh-huh.
That one.
Uh-huh.
And this one, I think.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, next.
Okay. I think I've examined that enough to find it.
I've tricked myself.
What? You tricked yourself. That one, I think. Can I double check?
Sure.
Okay, I didn't know if that was okay. That was the one area I was a little confused.
What's different about them? If you don't mind telling
I
me.
don't mind. Let's see. Some of their shades of their fur is almost identical. The only thing that's a little different is how they're sitting or standing. But I think I found them. I think it's that one because of how it's shaped. That one and this one, all three of them.
Okay. Good. Okay. All right. I'm going to give you some letters, okay?
Okay.
All right. How do you do with letters?
Pretty good.
How do you do with words?
Depends on just seeing the words or reading them. I'm not trying to be smart. I'm just asking.
Okay, good question. Good question on your part, poor question on my part. Okay, so seeing them you're fine with, right? I'm
Yes.
assuming.
Yes.
So how do you do with reading the words?
That's a lot more difficult because of the fact that my reading skills in general are very low, and I'm going to admit that.
What's the problem?
The honest story behind that is short. I slipped through the cracks in public school. I was not well taught by the teachers. They'd never had an autistic/visually impaired student in public, and they didn't know what the heck to do with me.
What do you have trouble with when you're looking at a word? Okay?
If it's like a 7-letter word, let's say, or even a 6, or possibly a 5, it's just, I would say 2 things. It's complex because it's, it's a big word, and you have to break it down slowly. That's another thing I forgot to mention. I read audiobooks.
Okay, that's good. Point.
Anything else you want?
Well, I don't know if this is true or not, but what happens sometimes is it's kind of like a visual crowding effect sometimes takes place with some students.
That can happen.
It can happen in the form of a sentence or the form of a word. Sometimes students will leave off letters at the beginning or the end of a word, and they'll just get the letters in the middle of the word, or they'll leave off words at the beginning or the end of a sentence and just maybe get the ones in the middle of the sentence or the ones at the beginning of the sentence because it's too much information.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
So like you're saying, when you get up to like a 5-letter word or a 5 or 6 or 7-letter word, that's where you start to get into some problems?
Well, that
So
in
if
my
it's-
sight-wise, and then reading, just breaking the word down is just hard. It's, I don't know.
But if it's read to you, you can understand it and answer the questions, and there's no problem.
Oh, no problem at all.
Okay. All right. What's this letter?
D.
Find all the ones that are the same.
Okay. One. Looks like they're both the same size. I was focusing on the size of the letter just to make sure I wasn't making any mistakes. And if you must know, the rest are B's.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to do this page now.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, we're going to go one row at a time.
Okay. That'll probably make it easier.
Okay. First letter.
B.
I want you, and you can use your finger to trace along. I want you to find the same letter in the line.
Right here.
Okay. All right, next. Look at the first word, and I want you to find the one that's exactly the same as this one.
Let's see. There.
Look at the first word,
Okay.
and I want you to find the one that's exactly the same as the first one.
All right. Let's see.
I'm sorry, find the one that's different.
Different. I was going to say they look almost the same, but okay. Different. That one.
Good. Okay. Find the first word, find the one that's the same.
There you go.
Good. How was that? Which one of these was the hardest? Which question?
I'm going to be honest and say that they were all almost the same because
Okay.
they didn't really have too much visual complexity. I don't think they did.
Okay. So, but if this was in the form maybe of a sentence or something, but
Yeah, that would make a different
okay.
story.
Okay, very good. Okay, now explain to me about the Yu-Gi-Oh cards and how you, just to show, I'm going to take it out of the package.
Okay. I just put them in packages to explain this to
And
whoever
can
is
you
listening.
see okay through this? It's kind of like a laminated form. I mean,
Right.
it produces some glare.
It does.
Is that still okay for you?
Yes.
Because you are very, I'm just going to say, you know, you are very light sensitive, you are very photophobic. You know, I've encouraged you to put fit over sun filters on
I know.
many times.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't like wearing them. We've went to a sun filter, a sun visor, but lamination isn't the greatest thing for you.
No.
But this is your protector for your cards.
Yes,
I
it doesn't get
understand.
bent or maybe wet or something. You know.
Okay. So this is small. I'm going to guess.
It's like 10 font, maybe
Okay.
less.
What are you looking at on this card?
Would you like me to read the name in our recording?
Well, what are you able to see?
Straight off, I'm able to see the picture very well. It's a leaf, and it's got a very colorful background. I love this card. It's pink, or yeah, I guess you could describe that as a shade of pink. It says spell card, and then as we move on, as I get a little closer, but not much, Goblin's Secret Remedy.
And you can see all of those letters fine.
Well, that's hard to answer because that is a lot of memorization. So that wouldn't be all true that I can see them, but it's mainly memorized.
Right. Now I am noting that they are silver.
Yes.
And they are shiny.
And that's what I love. I love
And
holographic.
that's what you love.
Holographic cards are my favorite.
Okay.
Holos are like,
If they weren't silver or shiny, possibly wouldn't draw your attention as much. I don't know. Because
No.
I had to enlarge this worksheet for you to see those letters to that size. But yet you can see the silver letter at this size.
yeah, but as you said, it was like too light of a shade for this paper here.
Right. I had them red before though, and it still wasn't working. And red should have been a preferred color.
I know.
Okay, and you're able to see, what are the letters in Remedy? I'm going to make sure you can actually see the letters.
R-E... It's not my sight. I think it's my glasses are filthy. Seriously. Seriously, man. Let me take them off. Probably can see them better.
Okay, yeah, you can accommodate better with the glasses off. That's true.
R-E-M-E-D-Y.
You can hold the card wherever you need to, Bo.
Oh, I can? I'm sorry.
What are the letters in Secret?
S-E-C-R-E-T.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to
Can
have
you check these and make sure they're not dirty? Because they seem dirty when I...
Yeah, do you want me to do it right now?
Oh, no.
I'm just going to have you match them, and then I'll clean them for you.
Okay, I'll slide them over.
Leave your glasses on since you had them on the whole assessment.
Fuck.
Let's just keep it consistent.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Match your cards up for me.
All of them? Mm-hmm. Okay. That should be easy. There's Fusion Gate and Fusion Gate.
We'll just pile them up, the ones that are the same. Go ahead.
Okay. Pot of Greed, Different Dimension Capsule and Different Dimension Capsule. Goblin's Secret Remedy, and Marshmallow and Marshmallow. With
No
ease.
trouble.
No trouble.
Okay. All right. That should have been complex. Okay, last thing. If you can do all that, you should be able to do this.
Do what?
My little find it picture.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that. What would you like me to find? Everything?
Okay, first thing I want you to find. Pick something on here that you want to find.
Okay, how about the baseball bat?
Bowling pin?
Oh! Whoa.
Okay, this?
Yeah. Oh, what in the world? It looked...
Okay, do you see it?
Yeah, I can see it now.
Okay, find it within the picture. It's a bowling pin, and you have to find it hidden within the picture.
Got it. Okay, let me see if I can find it.
And you can keep it up here and refer back to it.
Wow. It must be hidden really well because even with my skills, I'm not really finding nothing. I'm finding different things, I can tell you that.
I see it.
You do? Mm-hmm. You got an advantage over me. You have perfect vision.
It's not, it's clear.
It's clear.
Uh-huh.
Where is it? My. I don't see it. I see the people and several other things. Can I announce what I do see?
Sure.
I see a pot, cups, people, swing, bush, or yeah, like a bush or something. A house, supposed to be. Cat. The street, I guess. I'm still looking, even though I'm naming off these things. I'm not giving up.
Can I give you a clue?
Sure.
Look on the table.
On the table. Oh, their table.
Now you're sounding like me.
Anyway. Oh. I see the pot and 3 cups. That's all I see on their table.
Okay. I'm going to give you another clue. Look on, you're calling it a pot, I'm calling it a pitcher.
Oh, it is?
Look on the pitcher.
On the picture itself?
On the pitcher itself.
No. I don't see it. I just see that.
That's the pitcher. Do you see it hidden on the pitcher?
I see those lines, but it must be too complex to see.
No. Okay, here's your shape.
Okay, I see that.
Now, we're going to turn it this way. Okay? Look for it turned this way.
I'm only guessing, I'll be honest. That?
No.
No. Darn it.
This is hard.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. Okay, let's outline the picture. Can you see my outline?
Yes. That was the bowling pin?
No, I'm outlining the picture.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's the outline of the picture. Okay?
All right.
Now, I'm going to outline this shape here
Okay.
on the picture. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here.
There it is.
There it is.
Whoa, that blows my mind. How could I have been fooled? I mean, seriously, my eyes shouldn't have been fooled. But that's showing me that, there's different things that I just can't see.
This is complex.
Yes,
huh?
yes, it is.
It is.
But you gotta admit and give me cred that I saw a lot of good things in here.
You saw a lot of great things in here. But this is kind of like going into Walmart, going down the aisle in the game section, looking on the shelf, and trying to find that Yu-Gi-Oh pack amongst all those other games on the shelves.
That's right.
Where are those games? I can't find them. Right?
Right, exactly.
Exactly. Okay, Dustin. This is something that you just have to work at.
Yeah.
You have to keep working and working at it and do little clues to help you find it.
Great plan.
Great plan.